So a little update. Just got done bleeding the coolant in the 4Runner. After the timing belt job, I must not have done a very good job of bleeding the coolant. I actually forgot to have the heater on when I was doing that. So the last few days have been about 40 degrees, last week or so actually. And whenever I have the heater on at startup, it takes a really long time for the engine to get up to temperature. And if I have the heater on later, it won't be able to get quite up to correct temperature. Really close, so it's not a problem, but it doesn't quite get there. So I re-bled the coolant. Quite a bit of air came out when I was running the heater at high, so hopefully now it'll run at the appropriate temperature. Some other things, I have made a decision about what I'm going to do regarding rust. I will make a video later showing you all of the rust holes in the chassis. My goal is 1 to 2 years from now, not let the rust get any worse. Do my best to keep it at bay, fluid film, car washes, whatever I need to do. And in 1 to 2 years from now, the goal is to swap the frame. I found I can get those for about $600 to $1,800 plus shipping. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Definitely on par with or cheaper than repairing the existing frame. So that will be the route I'm going if I decide to fix it, which I think I probably will because this thing is great otherwise. Other things, we've got some videos coming up. Going over the CB setup. I'm meaning to do that one for about 2 months. Definitely going to have that coming as soon as I get a chance. Might go ahead and film these next 2 videos ideas tomorrow, actually. The other one is the traction control off mod. Obviously, everyone's going to want to know about that. I had a chance to use that again this last weekend up in Cadillac. It went great. Also, just had a chance to finally find out how good A-Track works. That thing works awesome. Got me up a crazy flexy hill with a flat tire, and it was just amazing. I was super surprised. Not the tiniest bit of wheel spin, like 1,000 RPM, barely idling, and it just walked right up this hill that was just about as big as I was. I mean, just steps going up. It was crazy. The reason I had a flat tire on the hill climb was actually because I was trying to stay out of some ruts. There's a really gnarly mud pile. I was trying to stay out of it, and then at the very end, it was a little shallower. I was like, okay, I'll go in there and I'll play around. Why not? And I went in a little bit too hard and hit the rut sideways and actually popped the tire off the bead. Not completely, just for like a split second, just enough to get dirt and grit and stuff in the bead. And then it didn't seal properly. It lost air pretty quick after that. Luckily, some guys in the group I was with, 2 Trackers 4-Wheel Drive Club, great organization. A couple of those guys, Al and Rich, had some CO2 canisters, and we were able to keep my tire inflated enough that at least it didn't get damaged. And then once we got to the main road, we decided to call it a day on the run. Everyone else was going to go play on the obstacle course for the Jeep Blessing, which I wouldn't have been able to play on anyways. I'm not nearly modified enough, so would have been fun to watch. But in any case, we decided to call it a day there. Put on the spare tire for my dad's taco. Luckily, it worked. Borrowed one of his lug nuts from each of his tires so I could put it on. We stopped in a tire repair shop in Big Rapids and went ahead and got the tire fixed. They took it off, cleaned it, put it back together. $12, not bad. Very happy about that. And now it's good to go. Haven't had any issues the last few days driving on it. Can't really think of anything else I need to mention right now. Just a little short update for you guys so you stay in the loop. Hope you've been liking the videos. We'll see how this goes from here. If you have any video suggestions, feel free to leave them down below because I'm not really sure what to do now. Don't really have a ton of money to be doing parts or upgrades or anything like that, but if you have anything you want me to do or talk about or go over, feel free. Have a great day.